So for a little context before I get to the revenge. I 22M, and one of my best friends 21M have been friends for nearly a decade. We both shared the same group of friends at a venue we both attended, but most of them were closer to him and had known him for longer than they had known me. We had prior to this revenge, had a disagreement with him claiming I had lied about something which he wouldn't even tell me, as well as me calling him out for being constantly hours late whenever I arranged to spend time with him, and me finding out that he was leaving me out of group hangouts secretly. Now I found out that after our argument he went around the venue spreading rumors. Mind you, he could not find a scrap of evidence of anything. Now I asked the staff of the venue we attended to ask him to stop, but forgetting they were close friends of his. They made up excuses which they refused to tell me, and banned me from the venue. Here's where the revenge begins. First I got in contact with a lawyer who drafted and sent him a cease and desist notice. He initially responded to accuse me of faking the letter, but was sent a signed email copy and asked by the lawyer to advise to his position, at which point he left my lawyer on read. The next day I found out he was still spreading rumors. So unknown to him at the time, I took screenshots of a year's worth of texts and was given the phone number for the Department of Fraud. As it turns out, I had collected information about him taking study assistance payments for an entire year while not attending class. This alone could mean he has to pay back $10,000 plus, a substantial fine, as well as potential prison time. Second, I had texts from him admitting to drug use and distribution from the house he rents with a few former friends. So I of course sent these to the police and had a long phone conversation with them about his drug usage. Luckily for me, using some of my connections I found the address and contact information of his landlord, and I am arranging to send a detailed letter with all the evidence. Third, I had texts of him admitting to drink driving, and he is now being watched by the police on weekends when he goes out, because on top of the drink driving he has lost his license prior due to speeding and causing an accident. Now to add to the revenge against him, I felt the need to take revenge on the venue manager who ignored the harassment against me, and instead kicked me out to spare his friend's punishment. So I found 5 people willing to testify that this manager uses the venue to buy and sell drugs, has told people to drink and drive in order to get more sales, as well as spiking sober people's drinks with alcohol. On top of recording 5 statements from different people and sending them to the police, I also filed a liquor complaint form and sent that to the appropriate authorities. Now to add to this even further, I found out who lied on my former friend's behalf to get me removed, and who was spreading rumors about me, and found screenshots and people willing to testify against them about drug dealing and various other incidents. Now it's just a waiting game. Now for those of you who think I may have gone too far by getting him in trouble with the government for fraud, the police for drugs. I sent him a personal letter with the lawyer's statement saying that I would not proceed with charges of any kind should he apologize and tell the venue staff he lied in order to get me removed. But as he left me on read, I see that as warning ignored. I will be happy to answer any questions. Edit. To clear something up, when I told him I wouldn't press charges if he apologized, I meant that I wouldn't press a personal harassment charge. Getting him in trouble for his illegal actions was separate, and I had set that in motion already. I will happily update this post should anything significant happen. However, I don't expect a lot, as everyone from that place is ignoring me out of some level of cowardice or fear. And to be honest, I don't blame them. Most of them know it's best to keep out of it to save themselves from incurring similar troubles. Something I forgot to add was that I sent a text and a letter to the establishment's owner, and he has yet to respond. He is aware of his staff drug dealing and spiking people's drinks and has been for years. So I have added his name to the police report. Small update. After talking to the police and showing them screenshots of him admitting to drunk driving, giving them his plate number, address, work address, and when he regularly goes to a specific bar to get drunk and drive home, I have been told the police will watch his vehicle on Friday, Saturday nights, and pull him over if they suspect he has been drinking. He has lost his license previously for similar reasons, so it wasn't difficult to get the police to pursue the case. I am now also filing a complaint form against the venue, as all the staff and owners are aware of the drug selling and spiking of drinks, and I might as well deal some damage to them too. On a similar note, I have become aware they don't possess a gambling license for a specific event they run a few times a year, so I'm filing a report for that too. Update. The place in question has also been reported to the Liquor Licensing Authority, so they are going to review their practices and staff, and take statements from a lot of people. The health inspector is also going to have a look at the place, as they serve food on request, despite saying they don't serve food and don't have a permit to do so. And to top it off, their sketchy gambling events they run have been reported to the appropriate authorities. Again I stress, all I wanted was an apology.